Hello all, welcome back to the tutorial of C programming for beginners. Hi, this is Sakti Arun, MTech student from NIT Patna. I'm technically supporting the missile engineer. In my last lecture video, I have given a theoretical concepts of bitwise operators in C. Okay, and with some of the examples also I have explained very briefly in the last lecture video. In this lecture video, I'm going to give an simple C programmings for a better understanding of these bitwise operators in C. Okay. So to understand the concept of bitwise operator, I'm going to declare the variables. At first I'm going to declare the variable a. Okay, so the next thing is I'm going to declare another variable as a b. Okay, and then I'm going this printf statement is for printing the whatever the value is present whatever the command you give inside the printf statement, that will be printed. Okay, so now to display the values of now to get the values, you can use you can use this command. Okay, so get the values from user. This basically display this command, but you don't get the input from the user. Okay, to get the input from the user, you have to give a scanf statement. Okay, so this scanf statement is used to use for getting the values from the user at the runtime. Okay, so I'm going to give %d data type as an integer. So I declared %d and with the comparison a. Okay, so now after getting the values from the user, we have to assign the we have to give the expressions. Okay, so at first I'm going to give an bitwise not operator. Okay, so we have to declare like this. It's a not of a. Okay, actually it's not operation is a unary operator, so it actually operate on single operand. Okay, now we're going to print the value of an a and b. Okay, so to find to check the result, we can verify with the printf statement the value of a equal to %d and b equal to %d. Okay, so with this command we can find the value of a and b, whether the result is correct or not. Okay, so now let me run the program. Okay, I'm giving the as I explained the theoretical concepts, I'm going to give the same value here. It's 7. Okay, now we got the value as -8. Okay, so how we got this value? Value I have given a as 7. Okay, so 7 is actually 1 1 1. So if I try to do a ones complement here, okay, let me add some more zeros here. So this as +7, I have here 0 represents a positive value. If I do a ones complement, then what happened here is it's 0 0 0. Okay, and this 1 1 1 1 1. Okay, so if you compare with the 4-bit here, and if you compare here, this value is actually 8. Okay, and the negative signs whatever here it's represent minus. Okay, so the value of its output is -8, and the input what we gave is a +7. Okay, so that's what we got here. The value of a is 7 and the result value is -8. Okay, so the next thing is the next operator is actually we going to perform an for the bitwise and operation we going to do. Okay, so okay, for bitwise and operations, what we have to do, we have to assign the okay, I going to declare another variables to store the result. Basically the bitwise AND operation is done on a 2 operands value. So let us take the 2 operands as a input. One is a and the next thing I am going to declare as a b. Okay, so these 2 operands, it's for getting the values from the user. And now what we're going to do is we're going to store the result in C, whatever the AND operation is done between a and b. Okay, so this is what now we're going to find whether this is a logical and it's a bitwise and operations. So now let me run the program. Okay, okay, sorry, I have missed one more thing, that I have to also print the value of a C, because now C store the value of an output. Okay, and a and b are the input, so I give comma C. Okay, so now let me run the program. Okay, so at first I'm going to say I'm going to give the value of a as 2 and b as 3. Okay, so if you see here, the value of a is 2 and b is 3. Okay, and our result is C is equal to 2. Okay, so how this is C is equal to 2 is attained is let me show here, that I have given a as a 2 and B as 3. Okay, so if I convert this to an decimal into a binary format, it's a 0 1 0, and this is like 0 1 1. Okay, so now if you see for an AND operations, both the input should be 1. If any one of the input has a 0 value, then it's evaluated to 0. Okay, so if you see here, it's 0 and 1, so it is 0, and this is 1 1, so it will be 1. If any one of the input is 0, then it's 0, but here both were 0, so these bits were evaluated to 0. Okay, so if you convert again back to this as a decimal, then this value is 2. Okay, so that's why we got the result as a 2. Okay, so this now let us go for OR operations. In case of OR operations, what happens here is I have to change the operator symbols. Okay, now this is for OR operators. So now let me rerun the program again. Okay, so now I am setting the same value 2 and 3. Okay, now we got the output C as a 3. Okay, so how we got the output C as a 3? So here for that I will give explanations here. Suppose I give A as a 2 and B as a 3, I have given as an input. So this is 0 1 0 and this is 0 1 1. In case of an OR operations, then what happens here is if any one of the input has a 1, then that result will be evaluated to 1. Okay, so it's 0 1 and we have 1 here, it's 1, and here both cases are 1, so we can evaluate to 1, but here both cases are 0, so it will be evaluated to 0. If any one input has a 1, then either in here or here, it's no matter, then we should have put 1 here, but here both were 0 0, so it's evaluated to 0. Now if you convert back this to an decimal value, then this is 3. Okay, from binary to decimal, if I convert, the value is 3. So that's why we got the output as a 3 here. Okay, we got the output as a 3 here. Now the next thing is I am going to explain you guys the shift operations. Okay, there are actually okay, before moving to the shift operators, I am going to explain the XOR operations. Okay, so for an XOR operations, basically the truth table is if both were having the same input, then actually it's evaluated to 0. If are different input, then it's evaluated to 1. Okay, so now let me run this program. I set the value as a 2 and another is a 5. Okay, so if I set that, I am getting the C output as a 7. Okay, so now let me explain you how we get a output as a 7 for the input 2 and 5. Okay, so how that is happening? When I set A as a 2, okay, and B as a 5, so here if I say it's 0 1 0 and this is 1 0 1. Okay, so I mentioned that if both inputs were differing, then the output is 1. So here it's differs and here it's differs and here also it's differs, so output is 1. Okay, so that's why we got the result as 7. If I take any other example, say like let us take 1 and 2. So 1 is actually 0 0 1 and the 2 is this is for 1, and if for 2 it is 0 1 0. Okay, so now if I evaluate, these both were different, so it's 1, and these both were different, it's 1. This is same bit, 0 and 0 same bit, so it will be 0. Okay, now if I convert back to decimal, then this value is 3. Okay, so if I set the value as 1 and 2, then I should get the output as 3. Okay, now let us verify this in our C program. Let me now set the value of as an 1 and 2. Okay, so now let me rerun the program again. I'm giving the value as 1 and 2. Yeah, I got the value as 3. Okay, so if I set the value as A equal to 1 and B equal to 2, then I will be getting output as 3. Okay, so now let us go for a shift operator. For printing the shift operators, we can use one way operand. Okay, now I'm going to take or I can use this also, no problem, no matters. So what we going to do is, now let me explain with the left shift operator. Okay, this is basically left shift. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to shift the bit with the 1 digit. Okay, so now let me run the program here. Okay, so I am setting the value of A to 4 and B to 1. Okay, so what happening here is I'm telling the value of an input is 4 and I'm shifting the bit by 1 such that to the left side I'm shifting the bit each bits to one side, and the result I'm getting is a 8. Okay, so how this is happening, let me explain you here. Actually I have feeded 1. Okay, the 1 is actually 4 I have feeded, it's 1 0 0. Okay, then I told that we have to shift the bit by one side to the left side. So what happens here is as I'm shifting to one digit here, okay, and extra padding is happened here. Okay, so what happened is okay, so 1 we are shifting here, so 1 comes here, then this 0 come here, it's a 0, and this 0 come here, and one more 0 is come. Okay, so this value is actually, if you convert, it will be 8. So that's what we got in the our output window, as when I give input as a 4 and we shift by 1, so we got a 8. Okay, so now whereas in case of a right shift, okay, now in the left side we found that the value is actually I gave 4 and the output is 8, so it means that it is multiplied by 2. Okay, now whereas in case of a right shift, what happens is, now let me rerun the same program. Okay, I'm setting the value as 4 and I'm shifting the bit right side by 1. Okay, so but now I give 4 and the value is actually 2, so which means what, it is divided by 2. How this happens is, I'll explain with the same progress. Okay, so I feed the input as a 4, so 4 is actually 0 1 0 0. Okay, now what we are doing is we are shifting to the right side as a 1 bit. So what happening is this 0 come here and this 1 comes here and this 0 comes here. Okay, so this value is now 2. Okay, so that's why in the result we got the value as 2 here. Okay, so okay, I have covered all the operators of bitwise operators. Hope you guys have understood with the better examples in bitwise operators and C. If you guys have any doubt or comments, please post it in the comment section. Okay, thank you all for watching this video.